Hello, my econ associates. How's everybody doing out there today? All right, guys and ladies, this is Ivy. I've got some great information to share with you today. Today, we're going to be talking about MyEcon's world-class compensation plan. That's right, guys. It's world-class. MyEcon has the best compensation plan in the network marketing industry today. Now, I'm not just saying that because it's MyEcon. It's true. You're going to see that in just a moment. Plus, many of you've received many checks, so you understand exactly what I'm talking about. But we've made some recent changes that has even improved this compensation plan more. So let's jump right into it. Man, I am so excited about all the new stuff we've added to MyEcon. Now, to just get started with the basics, we have two memberships here in MyEcon. We've got our financial success membership. All of you know that's the financial strategies and also the free affiliate income opportunity. Now, you market that for $39.95 to get started, and then 30 days later, it's $39.95 monthly. But you can also market that for $19.95 instead of $39.95. If you do that, you're giving the new member or the prospective member a great deal. You're giving them a $20 discount. We pay out the same amount at MyEcon. The only difference is we're going to take that $20 discount that you gave the prospect out of your commission check. Remember, you're in business for yourself, okay? So, but you never have to give a discount, but if you do, they're getting it for $19.95. We're going to pay the same commission, and then we're going to take that $20 debit from that account. If you think about it, that only makes good business sense, okay? So that's the first membership. The second membership is our Elite Business membership. It's got everything that the Financial Success membership has in it, and it also includes the Zingo Travel membership and the Defender Plus, which is, of course, is ID protection and also legal services and software protection, okay? Computer virus protection. So great products, great memberships, great value, okay? So we've got other products and services. I'll show you a little bit about the CB in a minute. Won't get into a lot of detail because I don't want to make this video too long today, okay? But we got lots of videos broken down into small increments on every topic in MyEcon. So let's look at commissions. Now in MyEcon, everybody gets paid the same amount on personal commissions. Doesn't matter if you're a EVP or a Gold, a Platinum, Infinity, CEO, same amount. Why? We do that because we want our new associates and to continue, to go out and make money early on. Because they don't have a downline, so they got to make money from sales, right? And then we want to also give our older, mature, high-ranking reps, we want to give them incentive to keep making sales also, okay? Now, if you sell the $39.95 membership, the Financial Success membership, your commission up front is $35 the next week. We pay every Friday, okay? So thinking about that, everything that comes in during the week until 12 o'clock midnight on Friday night, that ends the pay period. Everything that came in through that time, we pay the following Friday and so on, okay? It's always a 1 week sales period, and we pay the commission the next Friday. Now, if you sell the Elite Business membership, which is $99.95 to get started, and then, of course, $59.95 a month, you're going to earn $70 upfront in personal commissions, okay? Now, but in addition to that, you can also sell that Financial Success membership for $19.95. MyEcon is going to pay the same $35, but then we're going to take the $20 coupon or discount that you gave the new prospect, and you're going to have $15 left. Now, somebody says, well, why would I want to do that? I'm going to make less money. Well, that may or may not be true because you may want to run a promotion. You may want to do a lot of recruiting so you can build your residual income. I've seen people in MyEcon have some $1,000 weeks selling the $19.95 membership. Okay, so it's up to you. You're your own business person. All right, so that's personal commissions. All right, and I'll talk more about the products when we get to that section. Now, in MyEcon, you can have unlimited width. You can recruit as many people as you want, okay, personally. And for every FSM, it's $35. Every EBM, it is $70. And then, of course, you've got the discounted membership. Unlimited width. And we have associates in MyEcon, a few people that's recruited over 3,000 personal new members. No limit, okay? And as those members bring people in, then it's based on what many people would call levels, but we call it generations in MyEcon, okay? So you bring in Susan, okay, that's your first level, or your first generation in MyEcon. Susan brings in Mark, then Mark's on your second generation, and Mark brings in Thomas, and of course, Thomas will be on your third generation, and so on. So you can get paid unlimited width, and you can also get paid unlimited depth, okay? No limits on the MyEcon pay system. All right, so unlimited. Now, but in MyEcon, as I was saying earlier, everybody gets paid the same amount on personal sales, but your rank is what determines how much you get paid in terms of overrides or how much you get paid in terms of Dream Team residual on other associates on your team. Okay, we've got 5 ranks. We've got EVP, which Executive Vice President, which is the level that everybody comes in at. Then we've got Gold, Platinum, Infinity, and CEO. Now, to be an if you come in as an EBM, Elite Business Member, then we give you discounted numbers on, and which enables you to get promoted faster because you have less volume requirements, okay? So to go from EVP to Gold, okay, then if you're an EBM, then you automatically go. But if you're not an EBM, if you're an FSM, then you got to personally enroll 2 active associates to be a Gold, okay? You want to go from Gold to Platinum. If you're a financial success member, you need 2 personally enrolled active associates and 15 active associates on your team. And it says super team, that's your first 5 generations. So you bring in Tom, who brings in Mary, who brings in an unlimited width on that, okay? So you can put thousands and thousands of people in there. Now, if you're an EBM, you only need 10 active associates, all right? And of course, you can count no more than 5 in any direct leg, okay? So you can see EBMs have an advantage, okay? So then if you go to Infinity, you want to go from Platinum to Infinity, you'll need, if you're not a financial success member, you'll need 2 personally enrolled active associates and 100 active members, count no more than 40 from any direct leg. But if you're an EBM, you only need 60 active associates, and you can counting no more than 30 in any direct leg. And then, of course, CEO, there's only one way to make it. 2 person enrolled active associates and 300 active associates on your team, counting no more than 100 on any direct marketing team. Sometimes people say, well, how many legs should I have in MyEcon? Well, you can get paid unlimited width, and you can get paid unlimited depth, right? So we say 2 in personally enrolled active associates to get paid. That's one of the requirements on all the positions, right? Except for, okay. Well, the reality of that is you could recruit 3 people and you could have 100, plus people in each leg, okay? And maybe the personal person that you recruited, they went inactive on one of those legs, okay? So you wouldn't have 3 personally enrolled active members. You'd only have 2, even though you could still make CEO with those numbers. But we say you need 2 personally active enrolled associates to get paid. But you could come in MyEcon, you could bring in 300 members personally, and you'd be a CEO, okay? So, unlimited width, unlimited depth, it's your choice, it's your business, all right? let's go a little bit further. All right, so let's go see how we get paid on overrides. Well, remember, we got 2 memberships, Financial Success membership and the EBM membership. You should know what those are now. As a goal, okay, now the new enrollment weekly overrides, that's when a person signs up to be a member. So it's a one-time payout, okay? A member signs up, boom, you get paid on it one time. After the next month when they make their payment, that's called a renewal, and you get paid out of the Dream Team residual pool, okay? Whole different pay system, all right? So remember, out of the $39.95, somebody makes the sale. Personally, they're getting $35. Out of the $99.95, somebody makes a personal sale, they're getting $70. But then we also pay overrides, and if you add it all up, it's going to be over 100%, all right? So on FSM, it's 50 cents for a goal. It's $1 for an EBM. Now, somebody said, well, those numbers are fairly low. Yep, because we want you to get promoted. I mean, if you think about it, if you're in MyEcon as a career, how long are you going to be a goal? So you would want to get paid at the higher levels, right? So that's why we put more money on the higher levels. Now, platinum, it's $1.50, and for an EBM, it's $3 for 5 generations, okay? Infinity is $5 for a Financial Success member for 5 generations, but now, once you get past 5 generations, it's another it's $3.50, okay, to be down to the next qualified infinity, all right? So that could be 10 more generations, 20, 50, whatever, right? I mean, who knows how far that could be. But even after you get to that next generation, you see the asterisks here. And if I was doing this on the where we got the talking points, you would see in here, or if I go to the detailed compensation plan, then after you get to that next infinity, then you get $1.50 on all of the members that come in under that infinity until another infinity pops out. And then you get another $1.50. So through 2 more generations of infinities. So literally that comp plan can be hundreds of generations or levels that you're getting paid on, okay? Now, if you're an EBM, the numbers are double. It's $10, and then on the 6th generation to the next infinity, it's $7. So example, let's say I'm an infinity, okay? So I bring in Joe and Mary, and I bring in Joe, and Joe brings in Mary, and Mary brings in Sam, okay? When I brought in Joe, I got $70, okay, if I'm in infinity, because I brought him in as an EBM, okay? But then Joe brought in Mary. Well, Joe got the $70, I got $10, okay? And then Mary brought in Thomas. Well, Mary got the $70, okay? And Joe got $10, and I got $10, okay? So we can, so you've been paying multiple levels in this compensation system, okay? But then let's say we get to level 6. Well, until Mary or Joe or Thomas or some of those people came in, until somebody makes infinity, I'm still going to get $7 on everybody down there till somebody makes infinity. All right? That could be a lot. I mean, nobody knows how much it's going to be, right? And then after an infinity is promoted down there, then I start to receive $3 for the EBM. For the FSM, it was $1.50, okay? So this is a dynamic pay system, okay? It's a dynamic pay system. Now, meaning that if a person, let's say that I'm an infinity and I bring in Joe, and Joe eventually makes infinity, okay? But then Joe stops, and then Joe becomes unqualified. Well, guess what? I'm still getting all of that money that would have gone to Joe because he's no longer qualified as an infinity, okay? So that's what I mean by dynamic. It's the type of program that you can't just come in, get promoted. The guidelines are low, get promoted, and then do nothing and then expect to just, when somebody comes in below you and they put in 1,000 people, and yeah, you can get paid on them, and you can get paid really good commissions on them, but not if you're not qualified, okay? Because you see, just like you want your downline to produce, your upline wants you to produce, right? So you got to be qualified, right? Or those infinity bonuses, and eventually you're going to see CEO infinity bonus, they slide up. That's called compression, okay? Dynamic compression, all right? So it's a powerful comp plan because, you don't have to work all the time. You can make some great residual income, but you got to at least stay qualified at that position. And that dynamic compression starts at infinity and CEO, okay? All right, let's go to residuals, okay? So members are paying their monthly membership. The FSM, $39.95, the EBM, $59.95, okay? So your goal, you're getting 50 cents monthly. You're an EBM, you're getting 70 cents monthly through 3 levels, okay? Now, so you bring in Mary, okay? And then the next month, Mary pays your goal, you're getting 50 cents. Mary got Tom, then Mary's going to get 50 cents and you're going to get 50 cents. You're getting the second level and Mary's getting the second. And then Tom's got Jack, okay? So now you're getting 50 cents on Jack, okay? So 3 generations are getting paid there if everybody was a goal, okay? But if you get promoted to platinum, then it goes to 4 generations instead of 3. So financial success membership is $3 monthly, and elite business membership is $4.20 monthly. All right. Now, let's go further. Infinity, EVP Infinity. Okay. On an FSM, it goes to $8. Okay. That's pretty high. Okay. So if you divide $8 divided by a $40 revenue, that's 20%. That's a good monthly residual, okay? That's a high, okay? $8 monthly through 5 levels. After 5 levels, it goes to $5, okay, down to the next qualified EVP Infinity. After an EVP Infinity is promoted out, then it's another $1 monthly on that EVP Infinity's group, okay? Now, if it's in the first 5 generations here, okay, not only do you get the $1 when another EVP Infinity is promoted out, but you're still getting the $3 for an FSM, $4.20 for an EBM added to that Infinity pay. It's addition. Okay, it's addition because see, all of this adds up to the $8, right? So down here, it would be the same series. It would be the same scenario, and that's what these asterisks are about. So, if this is a little hard for you to follow, not quite understanding that, in our PowerPoint, we have a PowerPoint that we call talking points. You can read it and get a good understanding. Okay, but the best way to get it is to build a team, and then you see it all coming through your paycheck and you can just follow it up because it's all detailed out on your pay stub, okay? EBM, that's $11.20. After 5 generations, 6 down to the next infinity, it's $7. And then after that, it's $1.40 through the next EVP Infinity, okay? But remember, with that $1.40, okay, if it's in the first 5 levels, you're still getting this $3 or $4.20. All right. So it could be $4.20 plus $1.40. Okay. Or it could be $3 plus $1.40, depending on whether they got an FSM or whether they got a EBM. All right. Now, then we've got CEO Infinity, and we got 3 generations of CEO Infinity on top of all of these other commissions. It's in addition to. So CEO, this $8 now turns to $9.50. So that's $1.50 added to the 8, right? Okay, it's $1.50 added through 5 generations. After 5 generations, then it goes to $6 down to the next qualified CEO Infinity. Okay, now that could be a lot of generations. That could be a lot of people. It just depends, right? But you know it's going to be 300 plus because they got to have 300 active associates, count no more than 100 in a leg, okay? So you know it's going to be some good numbers down there. If they're EBMs, it jumps up to 1330, which is 210 added to the 1120. Now, we see the asterisks here, okay? So what this is telling us, if you go to the talking points, it's going to show that even after you get to the next CEO Infinity, then it goes down to the next CEO Infinity, and it lays those numbers out, okay? So you can go to talking points, and you can read it. It's all there. It's got the numbers, everything there, okay? And once again, it's dynamic. It's compression, okay? Because if somebody is qualified, they brought you more volume. So in other words, if I'm a CEO Infinity, okay? And and I got John on my team, okay? I recruited John. John also became a CEO Infinity, okay? So John's got 500 people, right? So on his way to getting the 500 people, I'm sitting there and I'm getting $950, right? Through 5 generations and then $6 below that. But then John pops out and makes CEO Infinity because it's not going to be just even, right? He makes CEO Infinity. Well, now I start to get second generation CEO Infinity, okay? So the first generation for an FSM is 8 plus $1.50, okay? So for a second generation CEO Infinity, once you go to talking points, you're going to see it's 8 plus $1, okay? And so you'll see the percentages down there, but it just keeps on going. But then the point that I want to make here is, what if John, that person that I brought in, made CEO Infinity, and then they decided to get lazy for a year and a half, or 3 months or whatever, but they decided to go start doing something else, and then they no longer are qualified. So they go back down to Infinity, or they go back down to Platinum. They're going to get Platinum. Then I'm going to start back getting first generation CEO Infinity. You see, they got to be qualified. They can get paid, but they got to be qualified. They get paid. You get paid at the level you qualified for. So that's dynamic compression, right? That's what MyEcon's all about, because we want to give people incentive to build, incentive to maintain, because just like you want your downline to produce a good commission check for you and overrides, your upline want you to produce a good commission check for them, okay? So it's a fair system. Now, let's talk. We got one more thing to cover, products, okay? We got some major products. We got the Zingo Travel Club, okay? We got the Cash Flow Manager, the Defender Plus, Income Tax. Each one of these products have a CV. I'm just going to do one, okay? Just to make it simple. I'm just going to do one, okay? So let's take the Zingo Travel Club, okay? So it's $139.95 a year. The CV is $60, okay? All right, so if you sell one of these, personally, you're going to get 70% of the $60, which is $42. Now, there's a monthly version, and you can look at the CV chart. I'm just explaining the concept. If you're gold and somebody on your team makes that sale, they're going to get $42, 70% of $42. You're going to get 2% of 60. They're going to get 70% of $60, which is $42. You're going to get 2% of $60, which is $1.20. You said, well, that's not very much. I mean, I'm a gold. Well, I understand. So that's why you got to get promoted, right? That's why you got to get promoted, okay? So you want to build your business, right? So then platinum, okay? All personals are the same, but then your overrides will be 5% of the $60, okay? So that'd be $3. And then infinity would be 15%. And then after the 5 levels, it would be 10% to infinity down to the next CEO Infinity. Then after that is 3% to that next infinity group, and then 3% to the next infinity group. So the income opportunity is huge if people are producing, okay? Now, we've got some discounted guidelines going on for, 90 days. But the guidelines are going to go back to regular. So use this to go get your promotion, start making good money, and then fight hard to build, grow, and maintain. Okay. Hey guys and ladies, I hope you enjoyed this. This is Ivy. I really enjoyed it. I love talking about the MyEcon world-class compensation. It pays world-class income. All right. Thank you. And I look forward to the next topic. Bye-bye.